everyone is convinced that he is a person, he is someone with a body and a mind, and calls this together I. So this I is the body and it is the mind. But when we fall asleep in the deep night, we fall asleep, then the body disappears. But there is still the mind. So one part of the I is fallen away, but it still remains as mind, as the thoughts I. And in that mind, in the night, all funny things can appear. Images and stories and fantastic adventures. This all happens in the I that I am in the sleep. But in the deep sleep, when there is no more dream awareness or mind, still the I exists. It exists without the body, because we left that in the bed in the evening. And it exists without the mind, because we left that in the realm of imaginations. So what remains is still me. And that's what I am. That's the only reality, the everlasting I am. But I am is without the tools of the body or the mind. These were just objects to use for me, to know that I don't need them. I took a form, a body, and I took a mind to recognize that it was all just tools. It was just objects to find out that I am neither them, not the body nor the mind. And in the deep sleep, I am still there, because if I were not there, how could I wake up in the morning and enter the body and the mind again? So this is the play of Maya, the play of illusion. We are invisible and we play a visible story. A person with thoughts and habits and attachments, but we all have to lose all of that, to let go, because we are nor the body nor the mind, and it is proven by the fact that in the deep sleep we both left body and mind, but we still are alive. We are still there, even much deeper than ever on earth in a body form. But we need to leave the thoughts and the mind behind, and then the body afterwards, to be convinced that we are everlasting presence. We are presence without our little self, the body or the mind. It has done its job. Thank you, body. Thank you, mind. You brought me to what I were all those time, but I didn't recognize it. That's the story of me going into a form and finally happily left it behind. Although it's maybe still here in a form moving around, but it's not me anymore. It's life force. It's never a thought in me that says, I will do this or I'm going to do that. When it happens, it is from the inside that it happens. And it's left behind when it's done. It's not my doing. That's the work of the great being, the great I am, the beingness that's eternal me, without me. The real happiness is only there when everybody is absent, even your own body, your own mind. So the love we know, the happiness we know from happenings, that is not real happiness. That is due to something depending, and it will pass. The real happy state, the bliss, is in you and only available in the deep sleep state when there is no other form, when there is no one else, not even you. Then there is the bliss. And you can experience it in the waking state by concentrating on it, by leaving all forms for what they are. And don't give attention to that, to the outer world, only if needed, if somebody asking something, but that's only for a short while, and then go back to the inner bliss. The inner bliss is always there. It is what you are. And we can only experience it when we are absent. In the deep sleep, there is nothing, no form, nothing, but there is the deep, the bliss. And we cannot feel it because we have no attention for this state of ourself. We have attention for the day, for the personal things, and for the things passing by. So our attention passes also. It's not there when we could use it, and we should be in the state of touching it and realizing it and experiencing it, because it is there, it is now here. And in the deep sleep, it's there without whatever around it. And if you pay attention to it in the day, to the self, to the formless self, this attention is also with you in the deep sleep, when you are not there, but the awareness of the self is felt. That's the state of bliss. That's your own true state. Don't spoil your life on the outer world. Enough is enough. Why not give all you can to this deep self, and you will be in eternal bliss. A lot of people say that God gave us a free will, and then they translate it as that they can do whatever they want. They can choose, and they can decide, and they can want and act to this wanting. Yeah, it's their free will, their free choice. No, it's not in that context that you should see it. The free will that we got is that all living beings are born with a great desire to be happy. And this is something is inside you, this wish, this urge to be happy. That doesn't mean that you can choose all kinds of things that makes you happy. Yeah, you can do that, try out. But it will bring you to the opposite of that what you want, because when you want something, it always has the opposite with it. And you will find out it was not that you wanted. So you try another thing, and you will try and find out all what you want is just that which brings you to the other side of it. If you have something that makes you happy, the opposite is with it. That's the price you pay. But with this free will that we are born with, so-called, that God gave us, it means that we want, we need, we have to have love. That's the will inside to be in our peace, in our love. And the love that we have when we are born is silent, unmoving, perfect love, because it doesn't move towards something that you need or want. It is not going out. The love inside is perfect, silent, still, unmoving love. And when you translate it as you need something to feel yourself good, then that is love in moving way. Love in a moving way means ego. It is desire. To want something is desire. And to know, you realize by wanting that, realizing that you have it inside, that it is the silent love, the perfect love of still being, then you found the self, the true self. The love that you have for yourself is in you. And the so-called free will is to go out and try to find it there. That's the moving love, the desire, the ego. So there is no question of free will. You have to follow that road until you understand the love is already what you are. Perfect in silence and stillness, accepting and being the self, knowing the self, the bliss. only peace is inside you. Think of God, your own source. Leave the world out there. Pretend that you are dead. When you are dead, you cannot speak anymore or react. Try it for one day. Oh my goodness. Stay in your own heart. Let the world go. Leave it. And feel what you are. This happiness does not exist in the outer world. It's already in you. Don't try to find it out there. You will suffer. Of being. So much bliss in Ananda. Don't react to the world. Don't answer. Don't answer the call. It will take you to your unhappiness. Stay in yourself. Bliss is here, available. Thank you, God, for pointing me to your heart and your love, which is here. Only one love. Be blessed. For oneness. Prajnanam Brahma, sarvakalvitam Brahma, soham, soham. Prajnanam Brahma, sarvakalvitam Brahma, soham, soham. Sarvanam Brahma, sarvakalvitam Brahma, soham, soham. Prajnanam Brahma, sarvakalvitam Brahma, soham. This is the oneness, oneness. Happy, happy, happy. And this one for happiness. Sarve sharanam sukhino bhavantu. 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 Oh, sarve sharanam sukhino bhavantu. 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 Feel the vibration. Be happy. Pratipaksha bhavanam. 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 bhavanam, pratipaksha bhavanam, pratipaksha bhavanam, pratipaksha bhavanam, to see positivity, pratipaksha bhavanam, in a positive way, pratipaksha bhavanam, 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 pratipaksha